Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to unpack a really common English idiom, one that you've probably heard thrown around. It describes a very specific way of thinking, so let's just dive right in. So let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself in a debate with someone and it feels like you're talking to a brick wall? No matter what you say, no matter how much sense it makes, they just won't budge from their point of view. It can be so frustrating, right? Well, there's a perfect English idiom for exactly that situation. And that idiom is narrow-minded. So let's break down what it really means and, more importantly, how you can start using it yourself. Okay, so at its core, being narrow-minded is all about having a closed mind. It's when someone is just not willing to listen to or accept different opinions, new ideas, or even just the simple fact that other people have different life experiences. The Indonesian translation is berpikiran sempit, which is a pretty spot-on equivalent. So what does a narrow-minded person actually look like in practice? Well, there are a few key characteristics you can usually spot. It really all starts with being quick to judge everything from their own very limited perspective. Because of that, they find it really difficult to accept new things. This leads to a closed-off attitude towards any kind of change, and it often means they're not very accepting of different cultures or viewpoints. Basically, it's the total opposite of being open-minded. Of course, the absolute best way to really get a feel for an idiom is to see how it's used in a real sentence. So let's check out a couple of examples. Okay, here's our first one. He is too narrow-minded to understand that everyone has a different way of life. See how that perfectly captures the idea? It's about someone whose mind is so closed off, they just can't grasp that the world is full of diverse people and experiences. And now, here's that exact same idea in Indonesian. Dia terlalu berpikiran sempit untuk memahami bahwa setiap orang memiliki cara hidup yang berbeda. You can really see how that core meaning just carries right over. All right, let's do one more. This time, we'll look at it in more of a professional setting. Here we go. The teacher is considered narrow-minded because he refuses to accept modern teaching methods. In this case, you see, narrow-minded is describing someone who's just stuck in their old ways, completely resistant to progress or new ideas. And again, in Indonesian, guru itu dianggap berpikiran sempit karena tidak mau menerima metode pengajaran modern. It's a really clear, direct translation. So you can see whether you're talking about personal worldviews or professional approaches, the idiom fits perfectly. So now that we've looked at the definition and a few examples, what's the one big idea we should really take away from all this? What's the core meaning of this idiom? This right here is the heart of it. Being narrow-minded isn't just about having a different opinion. We all have those. No, it's about a fundamental lack of openness and a lack of tolerance. It describes a mindset that is actively closed off to anything new or different. And there you have it. That's our full breakdown of the idiom narrow-minded. It's a really powerful phrase to have in your vocabulary because it helps you describe a very specific, and let's be honest, often challenging type of person. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have a much clearer understanding of this idiom now and feel a little more confident using it in your own conversations. I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.